So, who are you, and tell us a little about yourself.
My name is Jose Luis Espino II. I go by Luis Espino, and I was born in Glendale, Arizona, December 14th, 1996.
All right, so passion. What is your passion? Tell us a little about it.
My passion right now is being a nurse, becoming a nurse, going to nursing school, obviously. And that's just from being around the nurses so much, having them take care of me, being nice to me, and just being a great nurse of me. And they tell me all the time, oh, you should try being a nurse, you'll really love it. And so finally, after them telling me for years of being a nurse, I said, okay, yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna be a nurse. So now I'm already on my way to going to nursing school after my prereqs, obviously. And then hopefully I'll be in the nurse taking care of people like I was taking care of.
So you keep talking about nurses. How is it that you're under their care so often?
Back in 2012, before Christmas, I was diagnosed with a cancer, acute lymphoblastic leukemia, and that's a blood cancer, bone and marrow, and that affects my white blood cells. So from there, I was diagnosed, obviously, pulled out of high school for a couple years, and put under care of the hospital. And from there, obviously, I'm around the nurses so much, and they got to know me over the 2 years in and out of the hospital, spending thousands of hours, and I got to know them just as well. And they just really affected my life and took care of me.
Has there been anyone in particular that's influenced you?
I wouldn't say anyone in particular influenced me, because there's just so many nurses and doctors that I've met and that have taken care of me. So like I can't just give credit to one nurse in particular, because they've all just have an impact in my life.
How has your decision to become a nurse influenced your life, change you as a person?
Changed me as a person because it taught me that when you get care, you should definitely give it back. So what's better for me than becoming a nurse after having received so many hours and time from the nurses? Okay, I need to get back to my community or back to the world.
Okay, so changing the subject, involvement. Have you been involved in the community during your 4 years of high school?
During my 4 years of high school, to keep involved in the community, I spent 130 something hours helping out with Temecula Titans football, doing assistant coaching, doing recordings of the game, helping out chain game, or some at the snack bar. And I've done that by coaching my little brother's team with my dad as the head coach.
So how has doing this impacted your life?
Serving my community has impacted my life by just knowing what it's like to give back to the community and having that feeling of like, okay, I did something great for it. I'm happy that I'm making people happy. I'm spending my time doing good and just making the world a better place.
So teamwork, another important area. How has your collaborative abilities improved over the last 4 years?
Over the last 4 years, I actually say my teamwork has gone down. Since in middle school, I was involved with ASB, and I was also like the president for ASB. And as a high schooler, I didn't do WSB, and obviously I was out for 2 years.
Are there any extracurricular activities you've been involved in sports or anything, clubs?
Yes, actually. For my freshman year, I was on the lacrosse team as Frosh Soft. And before that, I was playing with the coaches, Coach Carl and Coach Scott, for 7th grade and 8th grade. And then, obviously, I was taken out, but I was still somewhat involved with them. I was just going to the games when I could, going to the events with them.
Have you been able to get your fill of teamwork and collaboration through other activities?
Definitely. I occasionally go with my best friend out to do airsoft events. And from there, we work as a team. We dress the same, so we know who we are from a distance. We work each other's guns together. We go out together, obviously, watch each other's backs, communicate on the field. And then from there, we work as bigger groups, bigger squads.
Would you say doing this has influenced your future at all?
Definitely, yes. Airsofting is military simulation, and I want to join the military after college before going into the nursing field. And that's just to experience war, essentially, going to countries, doing a few tours. But in the military, I want to utilize my nursing knowledge to help care for a fallen brother, and just be a combat medic if I go Army, corpsman if I go Navy, or combat rescue officer if I go Air Force.
How do you encourage people around you to work to their fullest potential?
I tell them to look within themselves, because I personally believe that the power to do anything lies within ourselves, within our hearts, within our minds. And if you just trust yourself, trust your body, trust all the people who have made you the person you are to this day, that I can do this, then I tell them, you can do it.
How do you plan to pursue nursing after high school?
After high school, I'm going to Northern Arizona University, and from there I'll get my Bachelor of Science in Nursing. So that way, after I graduate, I'll become an RN, and hopefully work at a nice hospital, or not, just take care of people however way I can.